You always want to go against the best competition you can. Still got to work on consistency, still moving forward, and it's been good so far.
What's Jake doing out there?
Doing good, doing really good. All the quarterbacks are doing good. It's been a good battle so far, and it will continue to be a good battle.
How's Coach going to react to Powell's touchdowns?
I mean, just hopefully he don't do anything too bad to give us a. Wait, is the penalty this year the whole touchdown? Yeah. So if the whole touchdown was called back, I might even be mad at that one. So just hopefully it's just some little. It'll be all right.
Has he been showing that kind of electricity when he gets the ball in his hands?
Yeah, man. He's just a really fast guy, and when he gets the ball in his hands, it's something to watch.
Started pretty good. You always want some things back. I mean, that's just the nature of the game. Once you complete all of them, even if you complete them all, you want that one back that maybe it could have been a little longer. And we had to grind it out, be a little slow, but we had to keep going and trying to make first downs after first downs. Sean's done a great job of. I mean, he's a big guy. Yeah. His biceps are as big as my torso. It's ridiculous. And I mean, Damon just DP runs, and all he does is run. I smile. I like to smile. I mean, I like to mess around with you guys and smile. I mean, it's not a position. It's just.
Has anything been announced in-house?
Nothing.
Okay. Do you know when you might be told?
Just playing football. That's all we're doing. I'd say the zone read. It's not a definitely a big thing. It's just something that we've added.
Yeah.
Something that helps the offense move and gives us a little different looks to the defense. And Damon can catch the ball out there, and we know he can. And I think coaches are trying to utilize that a little bit more.
Good. I think we're making a lot of improvements. Our D-line was definitely a step ahead than we was in the spring, and I just think that we're making improvements as a whole defense, and we just got to keep working.
What's got to happen between now? You got 2 weeks left before the opener.
Consistency. We can't take no steps backwards. We're not the most talented team. And coach will tell you that. So we got to just keep pushing and keep making improvements. And we have no room for error right now. So we just got to try to keep getting better and keep pushing.
What's your assessment of the offense? What have you seen from them as camp's going on?
A lot different. They're making big plays. They're throwing the ball down the field. They're doing reverse flea flicker. I don't see it in all, and that's a good sign. They're well coached, and then they're also getting better.
I think we've been steadily improving. How disruptive we are, I don't know. We'll know after the first game throughout the course of the season, but I think that we've been improving. We still have a long way to go, but we feel confident right now with our rate of improvement that we're going to be able to be competitive this year.
The chemistry's there. We'll continue to build, which we need to do. We're not where we want to be in terms of chemistry or the consistency of play. But as time goes on, we'll come together and as a group closer. And we need to be hitting our stride in 2 weeks. And by no means are we where we want to be but towards the end of the season, we need to be together as close as we've ever been.
Depth, experience. We have one more year under Coach Morgan. I think those are all contributors to the fact that we are pushing the pocket. We are getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Appreciate it. Good job.
How are you guys with contain? Contain was an issue for you guys last year at times. How has that come? In addition to getting to the quarterback, you obviously got to be able to do that as well.
I think contain results, like I said, from just sitting back in Heroes, playing basketball, not getting pressure. And it's that fraction of a second where you're just sitting back, just waiting to see what the quarterback's going to do. And what you got to do is you got to make the quarterback react to you. You know what I mean? We're just reacting to the quarterback where he has his time, his lineman up front can block, make a hole, scramble out of the pocket, etc. You know what I mean? Yep. So from that standpoint, what we got to do, and we're doing a better job of it, is just attack.
Do you feel like you've kind of taken somewhat of a leadership role this year with Micah gone?
I tried to. Mike was a good player. There's no change in that. There's no trying to replace him. He's a really good guy. He's a good player too. I just want to step in and do what I can.
Have you noticed improvement on the defensive line when you guys are playing, that you're not in coverage as long and they're getting at the quarterback?
That's real good for us, especially the corners and the safeties. Like when them big guys get in there and get their paws up, it kind of helps us. And sometimes it messes us up too, because sometimes when they about to throw it, sometimes you might have a pick. They might bat it down. You might be mad at them, but hey, it's a good play.
lot of off-season work as a whole defense, just behind the scenes that the coaches really never saw. Just we knew we had to get smarter, and we knew we had to know the system better. And I think that's shown on the film these first 2 weeks.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, that's when those guys can get pressure on the quarterback. It makes our jobs a whole lot easier. And when we don't have to cover as long, that it makes it easy back there for us. And I think those guys are starting to get in shape, and they're starting to get in game shape, and we can rely on them to get after the quarterback. For 50 or 60 plays a game, which is what we need from them. And they've done a great job so far. Throughout this camp, and I think a lot of that has to do with the up-tempo offense that we've been running in camp. It's gotten them into shape, and they're starting to be able to go the whole race.